Welcome back. I've been playing with rocks. A lot of rocks. A lot of vertical rock placing has been occurring recently. That's all I've got to say. So before we get into today's build, which I'm pretty excited for, I got a little bit of explaining to do. I've kind of hit a wall with just how I've been playing. I feel like everything I've done so far has just been awful. I don't know, I look at everything, I'm like, this sucks. And I just can't bring myself to make anything else. I have no idea what I want to do. There's all the space over there. I fell. And I have no idea. I have like a general idea maybe what I want to do, but I have zero plans or just initiative or want to do anything over there. And this is episode 11. Every other time I've tried to do this, I make it to 10 and I give up. I pivot. And it's kind of what's happening now. I'm gonna pivot from orc stuff to what you're gonna see. Probably the thumbnail is gonna be it, so you already know what it is. But it looks cool. Hopefully, I hope it looks cool. Tap on the button. I need some of these. Yum 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 yum. Thanks. But before we get into that build, I've actually built something beforehand, and I did not freehand this one. I actually finally downloaded this mod called Lightmatica, which lets me build it in creative, blueprint it, and have like an outline to build in anywhere else in survival. So I had a pre-built tower. The reason I did that is because with that dungeon I'm planning on building with the vault down there, I don't want to build it. It's going to take a lot of planning, so I was going to build it in creative and then just rebuild it here, and that sounds like a big pain. So I'm going to use Lightmatica for that because I don't have all year to do something nobody's going to play or watch. So I tried Lightmatica out, and this is the result. Doesn't it just look really weird from this angle? There's a few things I added actually since I time-lapsed it and since I built it in creative, so I'm kind of proud that I was able to make changes, hopefully for the better. I kind of added the icicles coming off of it, but I didn't plan for that, so they are, if you get real close, they're floating. There's a piece of glass right there that's just kind of floating. But from here, it looks great. Also, I forgot to mention my throat is bad. I don't know if you can tell, but I've been coughing and sneezing. So I'm probably gonna time lapse the thing I'm gonna build over there because I can't talk. I was getting tired of how weird and this natural terrain was with the big hole. I kind of like the big hole. I kind of wish I kept it and made a tunnel. But so I started doing this just to kind of cover it up. I think I'm going to texture it out, put some dirt on it and some leaves and stuff, make it look funny, hopefully. But I was looking at this, I had no idea what I want to do. Zero. I was just building this just to do something. And I saw that. And there was dirt there. I was like, that looks like a bridge. Like I could have like stairs and then a bridge and like a castle. So hopped over to my creative world and I kind of just built a wall, just one wall, just to kind of texture it out and see what it looked like, and I loved it. I was like, immediately, one wall done, coming over here, let's build it. So that's what I've made room for up there. I think here I'm gonna do a pale moss farm because I'm gonna need a lot of it. So I like it. So I'm gonna do that here, moss farm. And then I was like, well, I guess I could just make a bunch of farms up here, and I figured I'd just do all the dye farms because I need dye for probably some reason. It's just nice to have. Make more castle dye farm stuff back here, all over the place. And then for squid, I want a squid dye, black dye ink farm. Jeez. Get out of my right back here. There's actually I think it's a river biome. It's right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of that maybe build some dams or just something. But I'm gonna build another castle tower there for the squid farms, because squid farms are just a big. That's pretty much what I'm building over here right now, so it'll work. Oh, that's how you get into this cave. Okay, I was wondering. I saw this cave and I was like, how do you get in there? I couldn't jump. I was too lazy to pillar up. Now, one thing that drives me crazy is how this and that and these aren't lined up. My OCD is driving me bonkers. I like the skull. I think I might get rid of the portal and put the portal up here, and then continue this frozen lake to kind of take up the skull. Maybe we'll see. Man, because that'll cover up the skull and it'll be sad. But I can add more skulls around. Maybe one up here. I don't even think I'm sick. I'm just freezing. I'm sleeping in like 2-degree weather, and it's my throat feels funny. Let's get a good look at this from my house, which I don't use this anymore. I go in here to use the bed. This is a big empty hole, but this looks pretty neat from here. Still gotta extend this terrain down here. But what I have done, got a little staircase that's not really a staircase yet. Going up, all the way up. Yeah, don't look at that. It still goes up. It was going to be kind of straight, but the height to distance ratio wasn't working with this pattern, so I had to snake it across, which at least gives it some personality. And to a bridge I need to make still, into this. Not quite sure what to do from here. I think I need a door here, maybe. Or I might have like a bridge into a tower, so the door's up there, and this will be the moss farm. But I think I need another one of these over here. I think I'm making it taller. I might push it back a little bit. Oh no, tower, horse stable or something. I feel like I need something here to go into. And then like here, have another one of these. I don't know if I want them, if I could stand them being even more off center from each other, if it needs to be right across. I don't know. I have a lot of things to figure out because I'm a little too OCD to just throw things together like I did that. Crevasse. Something that this has taught me is that I actually don't have feather falling on my shoes, which is why I've died many times building all this. I was like, wow, I can take a lot of damage for having feather falling 4. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I tore down the bridge, and now I have no way to get over there. I'm a silly guy. Design a bridge, and that's the third time that's happened. Not quite sure what to do, so I'm just kind of mimicking that. At least trying to mimic a layout. So this looks like that-ish, right? That adjacent. Again, some of these are like tall. Oh, good. Okay, it's an odd number. Perfecto. Okay, so these need to be stairs. Closer. That is the correct pattern. Yes, no idea what I'm doing, but this feels right. This feels... Come on. This feels right. Let's see how this looks. Oh. Actually, okay. There's... Something is wrong. I think I see what's wrong. I gotta fix this. Here's the finished-ish product. I still need to terrain around it to kind of meld the rocks into it, but I am lazy. That's thick. I like how thick it looks. I should probably add some stuff to the bottom to make it look thick. You know, this, no one's ever gonna look down here. You can't even see down here. That's more than enough. I'm done with this bad shit. Come on, guys. Oh, my voice is still goofy. Okay, after about 5 minutes of consideration, I'm thinking building another one of these right here. Not a lot of room. I'm gonna have to build stuff up here and then kind of mount up around it. Does that mean there's a lot of room underneath? I can make a cool basement or something. Like I am ever gonna get around to that. All right, so first thing to do would be, I guess plot it out and then build it up. I think I want it to be taller. The first half, bottom half, to be empty. Nothing in the walls, and then have like these windows on the second layer. Oh man, now I don't know. I gotta think about this. So I gotta sneeze. Oh god. I gave it a little bit more thought, and it would be too cluttered with two of those right there. I think what I'm gonna do is build something on top. I was thinking like a bell tower or something on top of here. Let me get up there. I don't know. I'll figure something else out over here. This is so big, and I feel like 2 would be just so claustrophobic. I'm thinking behind here, this way, having a longer building with a triangular roof, a layer, and then I'll figure this out later. Probably like some smaller buildings. I don't know. I like to take it one step at a time. My process for pretty much everything I do, writing, organizing, this stuff, is just make a decision and then work around it. I guess that's how you do everything, but how do you explain it better? It's like I put this here, and then I was like, all right, it did that, now what am I gonna do with it? And I put that there. I was like, all right, now that that's there, what am I gonna do with that? So just building off of your decisions, not thinking ahead. But having a general plan. This is all nonsense. I'm a fraud. Now let's build something. Really not a lot of room up here. Let's get this out. I'm thinking more of a watchtower. And in the middle, that would look, it's gonna be tall and skinny. So in the middle, it would look weird on this. I'm thinking, which corner? If you're gonna be watching, it'd probably be this corner. Yeah. Keep an eye on that watchtower. I still have a crazy cough. So, oh boy, let's just time lapse this one too. I don't think that looks too bad. It's a little weird because the base is so chunky, and then it's just kind of there. But to even it out, I'm thinking of putting that here with, you know, a tower, like a thin tower, which would kind of even it out. It'd be this big, which would leave room for something here. And then I'm thinking another one there, diagonally, with a wall between them to kind of, I don't know, define the space better so I'm not dealing with so much space. Dirt. I want it to be, I want to have some of this redstone in it. Not exactly that design, because at a quarter it would be pretty aggressive. I wonder if I should work from the top down. That sounds like a pain. It is the next day, and I'm still kind of pretty sick. I'm not even sick. It's just there's just stuff in me that won't get out, which I guess is sick. check that out. I just downloaded a little mod that makes stuff render further, so yeah, I can see it from here. Ah, that looks so cool. Okay, I like that. Building from top down was an awful idea. I'm never doing that again. That was such a bad idea. I died a lot. It was no fun. Okay. It was a little sad that, like, I thought about maybe putting it there, so there was something there, but like, I could not do it. I'm gonna be building a lot of those towers. Okay. Now what do? There we go. It looks pretty neat. Added some honey in the windows to make them look windowy. Look pretty cool from a distance, even without shaders. It gives them a nice glow. So at this point in time, I plan on building 2 more of these, one here, one there, and then another one of these here, having a big building in between these, and then some stuff over there later, and something over there. But if I don't finish this now, this thing's gonna be like an hour long and really late, like 2 weeks, maybe 3. That's not a habit I want to start, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up now and then work on this next time. And then probably the farms that go inside of it. That'd be a smart thing to do. I think a moss farm in here, then that one, like just a general flower farm, and then all the specific dye flowers in this building. And then in one of these towers, probably the middle one, I might move another portal up here, because I like, if you exit out here, you just have a better view of all the stuff from up here than you do down at the at that. So yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I even showed you like this tower up close. Let's get over there. There's really no way up there with the fence, so you gotta go through here. It's like one of the only reasons you'd ever need to go in this place. Again, I don't use this place. It's a big fancy hole. Get out there. Go up here. Here we go. Might build a staircase going up. Just a tower. It looks pretty chunky, but it's only big enough for staircase, and it kind of makes me sick going up it. Ugh, even if I look up and just, yeah, it's not great. Meow. Glass. Yeah, there's pumpkins over there? Hole? I know about that hole. No. Well, that's it.